What's up YouTube? It's Brandon here, and for Preventative Health, I'm actually working with Adriel to make this quick video, and we're talking about intermittent fasting. So you might be wondering, what is intermittent fasting, and could it possibly be healthy? So that's our question that Adriel and I investigated when we looked at 2 studies going over intermittent fasting. So to start off, intermittent fasting is just a special eating pattern where sometimes people will eat for only a certain period of the day or alternate days where they eat and don't eat. Mind you, there are a lot of methods on how to intermittent fast, so we'll go over that in class time. All right, class, so we're out here in nature, walking. Here's Adriel, and today we want to talk about our study results. So the study I looked at was the metabolic effects of intermittent fasting. So overall, my study concluded that with any form of intermittent fasting, test subjects are going to experience some form of weight loss. Additionally, with rodent and nocturnal animal studies, we found that there's a decreased risk of obesity and obesity-related conditions like diabetes and cancer.
My study looked at 54 obese women and how intermittent fasting helped them lose weight. The researchers in this study found that even if they fasted one day of the week, they were still able to lose weight, which goes to show you just how effective intermittent fasting can really be. All right, Brandon, what can you tell me about intermittent fasting? What have you learned?
Okay, that's a great question. So for intermittent fasting, I've been doing that for about 3 years now. And for me, intermittent fasting was more of a convenient lifestyle back in the time when I did it. I just found it easier to not eat breakfast in the morning, go to school, do all the things that I had to do, and then by the time it was lunchtime or dinner, that was the time that my body was used to eating. Something that I learned from it is that it was way easier to stay lean and kind of not get fluffy if I ate too much. And that was a nice thing because sometimes with weightlifting, my goal kind of it circulates back and forth between being very cut and also eating enough to where I get strength gains. So intermittent fasting is like a really fun thing to do if A, you're too busy to eat, or you just want to kind of take care of your health by just eating a little bit less. So you might be wondering, when you do intermittent fasting, where do you get your energy from? Because don't you need to eat every day to have energy?
It's true.
Yeah, so the interesting thing I found is when you do intermittent fasting, your body is very great at looking for alternative energy sources when it runs out of like sugar, for instance. So the longer you fast, your body's more inclined to burn your body's own fat or adipose tissue, and that's when you'll notice that ketones are produced.
I mean, sometimes I intermittent fast by accident because I forget to bring lunch to school and I skip breakfast, so that's how I intermittent fast.
Yeah, and that usually happens to me too. Most of my fasting days aren't planned. I just wake up, and if I actually sleep in too much, I don't really have time to make breakfast. So that's a good opportunity for me to fast and get used to like not eating. Initially, I'd say with this method that your appetite is not used to fasting or not eating, so hunger could be quite a bit for newbies to get used to. But over time, the more you practice fasting, it becomes part of your normal lifestyle, and it's so easy to do.
I got a question for you, Brandon. Do you ever get hangry?
Do I ever get hangry? And my answer is no.
No?
I'm a very non-angry person to begin with, and especially with hunger, I like to really feel how it feels like. And over time, I've noticed that if I let 10 minutes pass and I drink water, I'm not that hungry after all.
All right.
Cool, so here we are vlogging in Adriel's neighborhood. Peace out, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.